Hi everyone, today we're going to make an easy beef bolognese sauce to go with your favorite pasta. First I start by chopping 4 thick slices of nitrate-free uncured bacon. I put those in a Dutch oven and I let them cook until the fat renders. Next I add 1 1/4 cups of finely chopped onions, 1 1/2 cups of finely chopped carrots, and 2 cups of finely chopped celery. I use my Ninja mini chopper to get the job done quickly. After the bacon is cooked, I add the veggies to the bacon and cook that for about 5 minutes together. Next, I add 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef along with the veggies and bacon. I add 2 teaspoons of salt and a few turns of freshly cracked pepper. After the beef is fully cooked and no longer pink, I add 1 cup of dry wine. You can use white or red, it really doesn't matter. I've done it with both. As long as it's a dry wine, it's going to be delicious. I do use organic. So you're going to cook the wine down for about 20 minutes in the meat until all the wine is evaporated and you're just left with some of the fat on the bottom of the pan from the bacon and the beef. And you might be wondering, well, how am I going to know when the wine is all evaporated? You can scrape a spatula along the bottom of the pan. I use a wooden one for that. And when you pull your spatula along the bottom of the pan, you'll be able to see how much liquid is left. And you'll see that it's mostly a little bit of bacon fat or beef fat, depending on the content of the fat in your beef that you started with. I use an 85%, 15% beef. You can use whatever you'd like. Next, you're going to turn the heat down to a medium-low, and you're going to add 1 cup of full-fat whole milk. And again, you're going to want to cook the meat down with the milk until the milk is evaporated, but you want to do this slowly because you don't want your milk to curdle. And this process is going to take another 20 to 30 minutes until all the milk is evaporated. And again, you can kind of check that by pulling your spatula along the bottom of the pan to see what's left for liquid. And you'll see that the liquid is no longer white and cloudy like it was when you first added the milk. After about 20 or 30 minutes, next you're going to want to add your tomatoes. I'm using Bio Nature strained tomato sauce. I'm going to start with about 2.5 cups, but you can use any type of tomatoes at all. You can use diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, whole canned tomatoes, and just crush them up. Any of it works. I've done it all different ways, as long as it's a tomato base in there and not an already seasoned heavy pasta sauce. You don't want to use that. Just use some sort of more of a plain tomato. And while the sauce is finishing up cooking, which is going to take about another 30 to 45 minutes, you're going to want to get your grated Parmesan cheese ready, your fresh herbs like some basil, parsley, oregano to top your pasta dish with when it's finished. And during this time, I also boil the water for my pasta. I usually use homemade pasta or a good quality store-bought. Either way, it's an egg-based pasta, whether I make it at home or buy it at the store. I usually buy an egg noodle type of a pasta. When it's all cooked, toss the freshly cooked pasta with the meat sauce, top with cheese and fresh herbs. I really think you're going to love this dish. We've been making it for years and it's one of our favorites. It's requested a lot for birthday dinners and holidays. And once again, thank you for watching. If you want to see the full recipe and get all the details and information, check out my blog, simplyeatathome.com.